engineer. It's nice having you all here tonight, and we'll be having a wonderful time exploring the tech world. So here is my outline for tonight, which I'll be sharing with you right away. How to break into tech, how to break into tech as a cloud engineer, as Microsoft Azure, AWS, and GCP, how to break into tech as a cloud engineer. So tonight we'll be looking at intro profile of digital consulting. Who are we? Who are we? Profile of the founder, digital consulting. Who am I? Number 3, why tech? Why break into tech? Why cloud engineering? Why tech? Why break into tech? Why cloud engineering? What exactly is cloud engineering? What exactly is cloud engineering? Number 5, how to break into cloud engineering. Number 6, next steps. I call this the digital way. Digital way. Number 7, question and answer. Next step, the digital way, question and answer. So these are the 7 things we'll be going through tonight, and let's get into it right away because of our time. Let's get into it. So first thing is digital consulting. Who are we? Digital consulting. Who are we? Who are we? Digital consulting. Very important. Who are we? So let's start. Who are we? You go to Google. You go to Google. Right. So when we get to Google, you search for digital consulting. Digital consulting on Google. You do digital consulting reviews. So let's get started on that. Digital consulting on Google. Here we are. So who are we, digital consulting? The first thing is check us out on Google and see our reviews. Check us out and see our reviews. So we're on Google and our reviews are right here. So we've been around now for more than 6 years. Digital started in 2020, February 2020, and this is our 6th year. And in the last 6 years, we have helped thousands of Africans and non-Africans to transition to tech, to get their first tech job, to get a tech-enabled job, to set up tech-enabled business in the last 6 years. So our reviews are here. You can go through our reviews so you have a better understanding of our organization and what we do. So this is digital consulting. Now, the second thing is you can also check us out on LinkedIn. You can check us out on LinkedIn, digital consulting on LinkedIn, digital consulting on LinkedIn. So let's go to LinkedIn and you search for digital consulting, right? Digital consulting on LinkedIn. Here we are. So here's what you do. You do on LinkedIn, you search for digital consulting. So once you do that, we go to post. You see the activities of our students on LinkedIn and what our students have been up to. So just go to post. As you can see, here's our student. Here's our student. Here are post. Here's an digital consulting student, because this is very important. A lot of people online are always very skeptical. Oh, there are scammers, there are this. So this is a real organization, as you can see. These are students, these are our certificate looks like, this on and on. So it's very important. Now you can also see what our students are up to, what they are up to, what they are doing with the training program, you know, what they are really doing. So this is very, very important. This is very, very important, what they are doing, what they are up to, right? So that is very important, very, very important on LinkedIn. So I could go on and on. I could go on and on. Keep going, and never really get to stop. So I could just keep going, right? Digital consulting. So that's it for our students on LinkedIn. Then you can also check us out on Instagram. You can check us out on Instagram, Digital Consulting on Instagram. Check us out on Instagram, and you see our students on Instagram and what they are up to. So here we are on Instagram, Digital Consulting. You can see our activities, what we have been doing, what we are up to right on Instagram. So that is very important. Now, that is introduction to Digital Consulting. Now, Digital Consulting, we operate in 3 continents, Africa, Europe, and North America. Tonight's session is for people in Africa, but if you are in Europe and you're in North America and you happen to join tonight's session, then I count you very lucky. I count you very lucky because you take advantage of a massive promo. At the end of tonight's class, there's a massive promo that you will take advantage of. So count yourself very, very lucky. Now, the second thing is, who am I? I'm the founder of Digital Consulting, and with me tonight, there'll be some of our students who will be coming tonight to share their experience, their journey through digital, what they've achieved through digital. So, but I would just want to introduce myself to you so you get to know more about me. I used to work as a tax accountant, and at the time I resigned, I was a senior tax accountant with the largest indigenously owned Nigerian oil exploration and production company. But I discovered the opportunities in tech, and I went all out. And it's been a great experience so far. I used to work at a Big 4 tax and auditing firm. Then I got into the oil and gas industry. Then I resigned in 2020, and I've been into tech ever since then. So, but let me share this slide. I have a slide that shares more information about me for those of you who want to know more about me. So I'm Omiyale Yomi Martins. I'm a tech professional. I'm a tech trainer. I'm a pastor, and I'm a real estate developer. So I used to work at a multinational Big 4 tax and auditing firm, and I was there from 2013 to 2018. I worked as a senior tax accountant with the largest indigenously owned Nigerian oil exploration and production company. I worked there from December 2018 to February 2020. I'm a pastor. I currently pastor outside of King's Church at Ojodubega, Lagos. I'm married. This is me right here. This was at the start of the church, many years ago, right? So let me share a few more pictures about myself, then we move to the next agenda for tonight. Move to the next agenda for tonight. So let's go. So here we are. Okay, so this is me right here. Sorry about that. This is me. This is me in church. This is me traveling. This is me in church. This is me in church. Right. Right. So yeah. So this was at a program talking about tech. This was, I think, immediately after COVID, talking about the opportunities in tech after COVID. So that's that about that. Back to our slide. Back to our slide. So I've introduced myself to you, my profile. I'm a tech professional. I passed out sort of King's Church, Lagos, and I am running digital consulting. So the next thing is, why tech? Why break into tech? Why cloud engineering? Why tech? Why break into tech? Why cloud engineering? So I will be sharing a slide with us to sort of explain this better. This slide will do justice to what I'm about to share with us. So let me open the slide. Let me open the slide and share this with us. All right, so let's get into it. Why tech? Why break into tech? Why cloud engineering? Why cloud engineering? Why are we even talking about cloud engineering? So let's go. This slide will do justice to this. Why tech? Why break into tech? Why cloud engineering? So number one, IT opportunities are abundant, but the laborers are few. So why tech? Because IT opportunities are abundant and the laborers are few. The CompTIA job report is there. In IT, there is potential for remote jobs, flexible job schedules, freelancing, and a shortcut into making 6-digit income. So there are remote jobs. You can be in Nigeria and work for organizations outside of Nigeria while you are in Nigeria, while you are based in Nigeria. That's the beauty of IT. And don't take my word for it. Let's go to LinkedIn and check this out. Let's check this out on LinkedIn. So cloud engineer. Let's check this out on LinkedIn. Cloud engineer jobs. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that, oh, anybody can just get the job. No, but is it possible? Yes, it is possible. If you have the skill, if you have the knowledge, you can get jobs in cloud engineering. You can get remote jobs. It's not rocket science, right? It's not rocket science. So look at it. These are cloud engineering jobs in Estonia at 318. But let's not even look at Estonia. Let's search United Kingdom. Very easy to get jobs in the United Kingdom because the time zone is the same. So cloud engineer, United Kingdom, and we see all these results, 554 results for United Kingdom. Let's do United States. United States, a lot of jobs there. United States should be well over 1,000, if not 2,000. Yeah, I'm right. It's like 2,961 United States, 2,961 results for cloud engineers. So this is a lot of jobs here, just the people to do the job. Then we can do Germany, a lot of jobs in Germany. Can do a lot of jobs, 1,179 jobs in Germany. We can even do Nigeria. I don't think there are remote jobs in Nigeria, cloud engineer. In Nigeria, might not be as much as US, but as you can see, in Nigeria alone, at the moment, there are 535 results for people that have cloud skill or cloud engineering jobs. So the jobs are there. The most important thing is, do you have the skill? But as regards the jobs are there. The cloud engineering jobs are there. So let's go back to our slide that we're using. I just had to show you that through the slide that, oh, there are jobs. There are remote jobs, and you can take advantage of that. Now, when it comes to tech, no IT background is needed. No IT background is needed. No university degree is needed. Don't come with this idea that, oh, cloud engineering tech, is for computer gurus. No, that's not true. No IT background needed, no university degree needed. As long as you are ready to learn, then you are good to go. So you don't need an IT background. You don't need to be a programmer. You don't need to even have a university degree. It might sound strange to you, but that's the reality. What tech needs is your commitment to learning. Tech is technical in nature. It is project-based. It has nothing to do with how sound, whether you have a university degree or all those stuff. No. Can you deliver on the job? Can you execute a task? That's all. So like this slide say, more than 26% of IT workers don't hold a degree. More than 26% of IT workers don't hold a degree. Almost 49% of IT job postings in 2017 did not list a degree as a minimum requirement. So don't take my word for it. Let's even check some of the jobs out. Some of the jobs here. And this is not the only site. I can show you some other sites that you can get jobs from. There is Glassdoor. There is Glassdoor. And when we get to Glassdoor, we can just do cloud engineering jobs. Glassdoor. Cloud engineering jobs, Glassdoor. And a lot of them. A lot of them. So let me share this with you. A whole lot of them. Cloud engineering jobs, Glassdoor. Right? Cloud engineering jobs, Glassdoor. So look at it. Cloud engineering jobs, Glassdoor. Right? So here we are. Here we are, cloud engineering jobs, Glassdoor. The jobs are here. The jobs are here. Right? So the jobs are always there. The jobs are always there. And here are the jobs. And jobs. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so just need to show you that. Let's continue. Let's continue with what we are doing here. All right, let's continue what we are doing. So, okay, back to our slide. Back to our slide. Back to our slide. So, no IT background needed, no university degree needed. More than 26 workers don't hold a degree. 49% of IT job postings in 2017 did not list a degree as a minimum requirement for candidates. No age constraint. Now, this is also very important. There is no age constraint when it comes to tech. There is no age constraint. And I always love to share the story of Bookie Wright. Let me share this story with you tonight. For those of you who feel that, oh, I'm old, I'm in my 40s, I'm in my late 40s, I'm this, can I transition to tech? Anybody can transition to tech, and age is not a barrier. Age is not a barrier to transition into tech. So let me show you. Age is not a barrier. So here we are. Age is not a barrier. My journey from acting. So let me show you Bookie Wright. This is Bookie Wright. And I might use you all right. So at 44, transition at the age of 44. And currently she's a senior IT auditor in the United States. She transitioned to tech at the age of 44. That was when she started from the scratch. So don't have this idea that age is a barrier. Oh, I'm too old. No, you are not too old. You are not too old to transition to tech. You are not too old. Don't have that idea that, oh, I'm just too old. No. Anybody can transition to tech if they are ready, if they are serious. And tonight, I'll be bringing a lot of our students to share their experience with you. People who have successfully transitioned, people who went through our program and they are now doing great things in tech, right? So those are the reasons why tech, why break into tech, why cloud engineering. So the next question is why cloud engineering? Why cloud engineering? Why tech? Why break into tech? Why cloud engineering? And I always love to use Netflix as an example. I love to use Netflix as an example of why cloud engineering is the past, the present, and the future. Cloud engineering is the past, the present, and the future. So why cloud engineering? Okay, let's go into it. So this is Netflix. This is why cloud engineering. This is Netflix. And let me get some data about Netflix for you. How many subscribers does Netflix have? How many subscribers? How many subscribers does Netflix have? Okay, so let's see. Netflix has 300 million subscribers. Netflix has over 300 million subscribers. So meaning Netflix is accessed by over 300 million users globally almost every day or every week. Good. Now, how many movies are on Netflix? 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 So Netflix has 300 million subscribers. Netflix has 3,781 movies. 3,781 movies. It has 300 million subscribers. It has 3,781 movies. 3,781 movies. Good. So let's go to the Netflix. So Netflix has 300 million users. These 300 million users are accessing this site every day or almost every week. 300 million people. And they're accessing, let's say, 4,000 movies. And if I click on this movie now, it is. I'm not saying sites cannot be accessed. Movies cannot be accessed. Don't forget, I'm just one out of 300 million people. One out of 300 million who are accessing this site. If I click on this movie, it plays. Now, how is this possible? Netflix runs on AWS. And what happens, why cloud engineering is that if Netflix was to be responsible for hosting all its movies by itself, it will not be cost effective for Netflix. It will not be operationally efficient for Netflix. So the reason why cloud engineering is not just the past, it is the present and is the future, is because cloud engineering helps organizations to scale. For this to happen, AWS has supercomputers that have processing speed in nanoseconds. They have supercomputers as in data farms that can store as in unlimited amount of data, unlimited bandwidth, unlimited data storage. So let's say by next year, Netflix has 600 million subscribers. Netflix doesn't have to get more supercomputers, more mainframe computers, no. They just have to pay for more storage space, more processing speed from AWS, from Amazon. So an organization can do big things, right? Can do big things without necessarily having big facilities. So as a financial institution, you can store your data in the cloud. You can use the processing speed of Microsoft Azure, of AWS, to run your business operations without necessarily investing in software, in hardware, in servers. So it helps a small organization to do big things because that small organization relies on the processing speed, it relies on the storage capacity, it relies even on the softwares by these cloud service providers. So that is why cloud engineering is a big deal. Cloud engineering is a big deal because it allows small organizations to scale. So a small organization doesn't have to start buying servers, buying this. As their customer base increases, they increase their subscription plan. That is very, very important. So that is why cloud engineering is a big deal. That is why cloud engineering is a big deal. That is why it's a big deal. So why tech? Why break into tech? Why cloud engineering? Why cloud engineering? So that is why. That is why. So organizations are not moving away from the cloud. Organizations are moving to the cloud. They are moving to the cloud. So let's explain this better. Of course, I've used Netflix to explain it, but let's try to also explain it better. So what exactly is cloud engineering? First of all, there are 3 cloud providers. We have Microsoft Azure. Of course, you should know that is Microsoft. We have AWS, that is Amazon Web Services. Then we have Google Cloud Platform, that is GCP. When you attend an digital training, you learn Microsoft Azure, you learn AWS, and you also learn GCP self-paced. But the program is strong, very strong in Azure and AWS. It's a 6-month program on AWS and Azure. Then we give you learning materials on GCP. Once you are strong in AWS and you are strong in Microsoft Azure, GCP is not a problem at all. GCP is not an issue at all. So that is very, very important. Now, that being said, Microsoft Azure and AWS, they dominate the cloud space. They are the major cloud providers. And that is why anyone learning cloud must learn these 2 cloud technologies. Right. Now, let's proceed. Now, let me just, this slide is to give an overview of what cloud is. Then from there, I can move into other things, just to give you like an overview, right? So what is the alternative to the cloud? The alternative to the cloud is that you are doing your local area network, right? And within your local area network, your computers are linked to each other and you all are in that kind of network. But you have to buy your servers, you have to maintain the servers, you need to have constant power supply. So in Nigeria, Nigerian organizations, I even believe they are the ones that need cloud the most because of power issues. Imagine you are running a fintech that processes millions of transactions every day and something happens to the power supply and your server goes off, right? So that is cloud. So let's look at cloud, on-prem and cloud. So what is on-prem? It is costly and less scalable. It is costly. You have to invest into hardware. Space are needed for the servers. It requires an hardware team, a software team for maintenance. Data security is low, less flexibility, no automated updates, less collaboration. Data cannot be accessed remotely. It has to be within the network. Takes a long time for implementation. But when it comes to cloud, what happens? You pay for what you use. It's a subscription model. You want to scale up, you pay more, that's all. You scale down, you pay less. So if your business operations increases, you pay more. If you get to a point that, oh, we don't need as much as we are using at this moment, you pay less. But if you are doing the on-prem, by the time you've invested in the server, you can't throw away the server. So even if business operations slows down, you can't throw away your server, right? So no server space is needed because everything is done remotely. No experts are required for hardware and software maintenance, not necessary. It's hosted in the cloud. Amazon has a team that is helping you out. AWS, Microsoft, they have a team that is helping you. There's data security, there's disaster recovery. So many organizations, many companies, they host their data with AWS, they host their data with Microsoft Azure, while they still host their data locally, such that, as in AWS, Azure, your local server cannot be down at the same time. All three cannot be down at the same time, right? Flexibility is high, automated software updates. Teams can collaborate from different locations. Yes, they can, from different locations. So you can have a staff in China, you have a staff in China, you have a staff in Colombia, and that's it. And you are all collaborating, right? So data can be accessed and shared from anywhere, rapid implementation. What is cloud computing? Cloud computing is the delivery of computing service, right? Is the delivery of computing services, servers, storage, database, networking, software analytics, and more over the internet. Companies offering these services are called cloud providers, and they typically charge for cloud computing services based on usage. Based on usage, similar to how you are billed for gas or electricity at home. So cloud computing is defined as the use of hosted services such as data storage, servers, databases, networking, and software over the internet. So cloud computing in simple terms is renting your data storage, applications, and other computing services over the internet. So you are renting it out. So these organizations are renting it out. So that is just the whole idea of cloud. And these are the components, virtual machines. So these are the technical side, but just take this understanding: data storage, hosted services, servers, databases, networking. So in summary, you are renting your data storage, you are renting applications, you are renting computing services over the internet. Very important. Now, that being said, let's go back to our slide. Let's go to our slide. So that being said, what exactly is cloud engineering? We've defined that. You can't learn cloud engineering in 2 hours, right? But at least we can give you an understanding of it in tonight. So, right. So let's get going into this. Right. Just hold on. Let me sort this out. Let me sort this out. Okay. 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 All right. So yeah, we're good. Now, the next thing on the agenda is how to break into cloud engineering. How to break into cloud engineering. And shortly, I'll be bringing on one of our students to share our journey, right? To share our journey, right? To share our journey with us. She'll be coming on in the next 5 or 10 minutes. In the next 5 or 10 minutes to share our journey with us, right? Okay, so but before then, let's get into it. How to break into cloud engineering. How to break into cloud engineering. So first of all, your mindset. Your mindset. You want to break into cloud engineering, your mindset. This thing is not hard. This thing is not hard. It just takes your readiness. Many of you watching me tonight, you have always been trying to break into tech. You have attended webinars upon webinars. You have bought a course on Udemy. You have been watching YouTube videos. But why have you not taken that step? Your mindset. You are afraid that, oh, this thing is hard. Oh, this thing is tough. It is easy. Cloud engineering is easy. It is very easy. There is no programming there. It is simple and straightforward. The reason why it might seem hard is because you don't have someone to guide you. You don't have someone to lead you, to guide you. That is why it seems that it is hard. But if you have the right guidance, you have the right teaching, it is one of the easiest things to learn. Yet it is an high in demand tech skill. With your knowledge of cloud engineering, let me tell you 3 things that can happen to you. Number 1, you can work in Nigeria for organizations in Nigeria. Like I said, cloud engineering is a big deal here in Nigeria. Here in Nigeria, if you're a cloud professional and you are sound in cloud, there are many organizations that are looking for you. Number 2, you can be resident in Nigeria and you are working remotely for organizations outside of Nigeria. Organizations in Ghana, organizations in United Kingdom, in North America, in South America, in Europe, in Australia, in Asia, Latvia, Estonia, Poland. Because it is cloud, organizations are moving to the cloud. Every organization, they are moving to the cloud. Even organizations that still maintain on-premises technology, they still have their backup in the cloud. So cloud is becoming second nature to all organizations, small and medium-scale organizations. So you can do that. Number 2, you can be in Nigeria and you are working for organizations outside of Nigeria. Number 3, you can be in Nigeria and get a visa relocation job because you are a cloud engineer. So this will change your life. All that is required is your dedication and your commitment and your readiness to learn. Unfortunately, many people keep moving around. Watch one YouTube video today. They are not intentional. Some of the students that will be coming tonight, these are people who are very intentional. These are people who took the bull by the horn. They made up their mind, this is what I'm going to do with my life. And they went ahead. And less than 6 months after, they are working in the industry, working as cloud engineers. So that is what you need to do. Your mindset. Tech is not a big deal. By the grace of the Lord, in the last 6 years, we have trained thousands of Africans and non-Africans. And we've had thousands who have gotten jobs, set up tech-enabled businesses, changed careers in the process. So it is not a big deal. Don't make it look so difficult. Oh, this tech thing is so hard. This computer is not, nothing is hard. It's just your commitment and your dedication. Number 2, you need a boot camp. I'm not even going to dress it tonight. I'm just going to tell you as it is, because this is the last cloud boot camp that we are having for this year. And the next time we'll be having a cloud boot camp will be in the next 6 months. The last time we had a cloud boot camp like this, a webinar like this, was May this year. So we have a batch that is ending. So that's why we are taking another batch right now. So you need a boot camp. I know people, and maybe you are one of them, who have been following Agital for many years. Oh, sir, I've been following Agital, I've been following you last sir, for the past 4 years. I've been following you for the past 5 years. If you had registered 5 years ago, you would have made tremendous progress in your career by now. There are people who finished their cloud program this year, who are already working as cloud engineers this year. They finished their cloud program this year. They're already working this year. As at the time they started the cloud program, they didn't know nothing. They did not know anything. They were as blank, as clueless as anything. But after the program, they are working in the field of cloud. They have grown. So if you keep procrastinating, you are not going to be intentional. You're not going to be intentional. You need to, anybody who wants to break into cloud engineering, into tech, must go the route of a bootcamp. Why? Because it will shorten the learning curve. One of the reasons why people think tech is hard is because they are trying to learn on their own. That is why. That is why they think tech is hard, because they are trying to learn on their own. But when you have the right guidance, the proper guidance, it is one of the easiest things. It's one of the easiest things to do. So you need a boot camp. Udemy courses are good. YouTube is good. YouTube is great. but you need a boot camp. For instance, for those of you, I'm learning, I'm always learning. Always learning, always learning, always learning. Let me share with you my tab. Let me share my tab with you. You can see YouTube. Always learning, always learning. But if you don't have the foundation, YouTube cannot help you. YouTube will even confuse you if you don't have the foundation. It will be your greatest confusion. So you need to learn. You need to learn. You need a boot camp. Now, one thing about our boot camp, this is where Ejita comes in, is that now boot camp classes are live. Classes are live. The replay is also made available. So the classes are live classes. So when you attend our boot camp, we don't give you recorded videos and leave you to yourself. Oh, just take these videos, sort yourself out. No, we don't do that. The classes are live, interactive classes. And the replay is also made available. Don't take my word for it. I will show you right here. Take my word for it. I will show you right here. So let's go. Classes are live and the replay is made available. So here are the classes. You can see the topics, the classes, the topics, everything. So when we say you are learning AWS, you are learning AWS. You are learning Kubernetes, Docker. So we are not, this is not, we are not theoreticians here. We are serious people, serious-minded people, right? So you can see GitHub, Linux commands, Azure, everything is here. Now, these classes were live classes. So when you come into the program, we don't just give you the recorded videos like, oh, no. Even though we have recordings of live classes like this, you still attend your own live class where you are taught from the scratch, where you are taught as a complete novice and as an absolute beginner, as someone who does not know anything except the fact that you can on a system, you can put on a computer and put it off. That is what we assume. We assume zero technical knowledge of IT. The classes are live, the replay is made available. Right. Classes are live, replay is made available. There is a teaching assistant that will help you out if you encounter challenges. There is a teaching assistant that will help you out if you encounter any challenge. Throughout your 6 months, you have a teaching assistant that is always helping you out. So you have assignments to do, you have project work, you have some things you don't understand in the class. Aside your technical tutor, aside your tutor that teaches you in the live class, you have a buddy, someone you can run to during the course of the week when you are not having classes that can put you through, that can even have a Zoom meeting with you, check what you are doing and help you out. And that teaching assistant will work with you for 6 months during the course of your program. Aside that, there's something we call a career coach. What's the work of the career coach? The career coach is to ensure that you get a job. And in Digital, career coaching classes don't end. They continue indefinitely, right? So it's 7:45 and I'm bringing on Mary right away. Mary is coming on tonight, and Mary is an alumni of Digital. She's also a tutor with Digital Consulting. She's an alumni, finished her program with Digital Consulting, became a teaching assistant, and eventually became a tutor, and she's doing great things in the industry. She has helped a lot of our students to transition to tech. They are doing absolute great things in the field of tech. So, Mary, you are welcome to tonight's session. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm very well. Thank you, sir. I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, good evening. So, introduce yourself to us. Who is Mary Ajayi? Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Nice to have you here. My name is Mary Ajayi, and I am a cloud and DevOps engineer. also a tutor at Digital Consulting. I'm a trained teacher, and a trained teacher because I studied nursery and primary education in the university. And also,
Mm.
I'm a mother of two awesome children.
Mm.
Yeah, I think I'll put it that's who I am.
Okay, that's fine. So, can you describe your journey into cloud engineering, especially how you got your first cloud job and your first remote job? So, share the journey with us. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. So the thing is to get into cloud, it's
Mm.
not easy, but then it's also easy. So my journey was not perfect or smooth. Just like many of my friends that would be here, right? I was curious. I was a bit scared because I was not sure, if it would work, if I was making the right decision. But I knew that apart from being a classroom teacher, because yes, I was a classroom teacher, I was teaching learners in primary school. I enjoyed teaching a lot. I enjoyed teaching them, but I knew that this classroom teaching is not like the way out for me. I needed more than, the teacher's salary, and we know how that could be. So I needed more, like I needed more growth, more opportunities, and honestly, financially as well, financial stability for me and my family. So what changed everything for me was the determination. I decided that I was going to learn cloud and DevOps. And luckily for me, I came across digital consultants, adverts. I decided to join the webinar as well. And I
Mm.
was just like you. I mean, I was in this webinar, right? Going through everything in 2023. And I was like, this is it for me. I just totally connected. And I was really determined that yes, I could do it. And then my baby was barely 2 months old when I signed up. Like I had lots of reasons to be like, oh, can't do this. And but then I was determined. So for the journey for me is like, I don't know, will I say destined? So I'm so glad I came across Digital, right? Because when I joined the training, I was learning. I started with the recordings because I missed some classes, right? So I started with the recordings and I ensured that I implemented what was taught in class. Then I joined the live classes too simultaneously, and I practice hands-on because that's the good thing with Digital's, structure. The roadmap already has like step by step from beginners to like advanced, and it's hands-on. So I was creating projects, building my portfolio, and 2 months in, the first job I got was teaching assistant. I know Pastor Yomi mentioned that earlier, right? Like the first 2 months in with my training, I got noticed and I got the teaching assistant role. And how did I got noticed? Because I was building my portfolio, posting on LinkedIn, and Coach Bumi saw me then, and she just came to my group. I'm like, oh, who is Mary Ajayi? I was like, hope there's no problem. I had to like private chat her. She was like, oh, she saw me, she saw my work, and she actually did recommend me for the teaching assistant role. And I don't know her from anywhere, right? She just like saw my works, and because I constantly practiced and built my portfolio. So even when I feel like, oh, I don't understand this thing, I still stayed connected, and also I followed all the guidelines. That Ejita had, right? The community, the career coach, I was really consistent because I had all of the guide. Like there's teaching assistants to help me. And funny enough, Coach Bumi was my teaching assistant then as well. So the
Mm.
goal there for me was building my cloud portfolio, right? To ensure that, while I built my portfolio, I was owning the skill.
Mm.
So then apart from having my teaching assistant role with Digital, then I got my first job like 3 months or 4 months in the training while I was still learning, right? So then the job just came in and it was through LinkedIn. I met somebody on LinkedIn because most people on LinkedIn are, they're not like somebody that you know in real life, but then you just connected through to due to like, mutual interest. Like I was in cloud, I was always posting what I do. And so the person sent me a link to a WhatsApp group that
Mm.
somebody was looking for a job. I mean, a job, I mean, a job vacancy, right? So a job vacancy for cloud, cloud computing. So I just started the person. That was like 3 months, 4 months in learning, and I was not like totally ready. But then I just gave it a try. Let me just go. Let me just attend the interview. Let me see what will come out of it. Then I went. I took the interview, and the question that was asked were like very easy. These are things that I was doing at the course of my hands-on, and my tutor then actually taught me. They just asked me hierarchy of Azure, like not that the hierarchy of Azure, like that was like the main question that actually was like the breakthrough for me at that interview,
Mm.
because I had to explain that, oh, first we have the management group, the root management group, the next we
Can
have
you be a bit more
security,
louder?
the next we have. Oh yes, so sorry.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
is it better now? Okay, so I
Yeah, it's
was like,
better. Yeah.
it's the hierarchy of Azure that, yeah. So hierarchy of Azure was the breakthrough question that it was so simple because they just asked me like, oh, what's the hierarchy like in Azure? And I'm like, oh, that's very easy. We have the root management group, we have subscription, then we have resource group, then we have the resources, and just like that. And showing my project, they've seen the hands-on I've done, and I got the
Mm,
job really. I got the job, and that was my first remote job. So,
mm,
and after that, also, I got to also start working freelancing on Upwork. So the thing is, starting, right? I was glad I actually started and I didn't give up because there are times where you can feel overwhelmed and you just want to drop everything. So keep the consistency, right, is something that
mm,
worked for me. And I believe that when somebody learn cloud the right way, like when you have proper guide, not trying to be confused on YouTube, right? To start following a roadmap whereby you have a step-by-step guide, you're building real projects, you're showcasing yourself, you're following career coaching guide, right? I believe
mm,
opportunity starts looking for you because that's the
mm,
thing that happened to me. I didn't literally start searching for jobs before I got like just putting myself out there, being consistent. Opportunity started looking for me and I got them.
mm.
Yeah. So I
Interesting.
think that's my journey so
Yeah,
far.
interesting. Okay, so the other question I want to ask is, Uh, can you share more knowledge with us about the Upwork thing? Like, I understand how you got your first remote job. You were active on LinkedIn and you were called for an interview, and they were asking you very simple questions. And right, so what about the Upwork thing? Because how did that happen? Like,
Yeah, along
Upwork,
the
for those
way.
who don't know, it's a freelancing platform. So can you just share more light on that? Mm,
Okay, so for Upwork, I've been on Upwork for like since 2015, but there was no result or anything. So I
mm,
actually paid someone else externally. I actually paid for a course externally to learn more on Upwork because I really wanted to do more freelance. Because then when I got my first job, I worked there for like 3 months. Seriously, I couldn't cope because of family and it was US timing. I had to really drop the job. Really, I had to drop it. I was just like 3 months in. So then Upwork, that's where the Upwork drive came in. So then I went up to Upwork. I actually paid. I learned like extra. 'Cause I like paying for things. Because I know when I pay for something, I'm always like, into
serious
it. I
about it.
ensure that I get the results. So I paid to learn, and like 2 weeks in, because I paid, so definitely I was consistently, applying for jobs. I had
Mm,
connects then in my old account, so I got 2 jobs simultaneously, right? And the person connected me to LinkedIn and the likes, but then the other did not last, right? That's story for another day. But I mean, like
mm,
currently is not lasting anymore. But I really did got a lot from it, and I got jobs of which
mm,
I
mm.
connected to the class on LinkedIn. We continued working on LinkedIn, not no longer on the Upwork platform and the likes. So yeah.
Okay. Okay, so from your experience, you used to teach, and now you're into
Yeah.
cloud. So from your experience with some of your colleagues and some of the students in digital, do you really think that people that don't have a tech background can actually learn cloud and become gurus in cloud? So I want you to talk about your experience in
Mm-hmm.
the digital training program with people that you actually know, so that people who are
Okay.
listening to us can have an idea of what really the program
Yes.
entails. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That yes. Apart from my own journey, I've seen other people, right? Like I've successfully taught 3 cohorts in digital. Right, luckily, I'm glad to have done that. So then I've seen students that had no knowledge at all of tech. Like I even had a learner that was really, I won't say struggle because then we ensure that we reach out to everyone, right? But this person was not the best person in the classroom, but then she always do her task. She would always join the group, whereas other people in the group will be slow. She would always ensure that they do their projects. She always ensure she does assignments, her projects, and she got a job.
Wow.
Immediately after the court ended, she got a job. And I also have some friends while the courts are ongoing, they'll be like, oh, I have an interview. Can you please put me through what to do? And they get internships from that, right? And also, yeah, another one that stands out for me is Elena. This is, I don't know if I can mention names. Is that okay?
No, you can, that's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Arinze also stood out for me. Arinze, I taught him as well. So Arinze also is not the best student in class, but then he was considered. But there's no best student. But then the thing is
Mm,
consistency. Are you following through the classes because the classes are already tailored, to be step by step? Are you following
mm,
through with the classes? Are you doing your assignments? Are you building your projects? Because we give you these things, we help you build your portfolio while you're in class, right? So this Arize did everything, all the way to building his portfolio. And the job he got a cloud remote job because somebody saw his portfolio.
Mm.
Through the portfolio, the person went to LinkedIn to search for him, and from there, he got the job. Like that's how
Wow.
important he is. Like his own story actually stood out for me because like that's another way, to
Mm.
get the job. So that as
Mm.
well. And also there is also Sheyi. Sheyi was also very consistent, always building, consistent in class. And he also
Mm.
got a job. So there are a lot of friends that they were not tech gurus, right? They came into the program with zero knowledge on
Mm.
tech, and due to the hunger, the consistency, building their project, doing all of the tasks, they got their
Mm.
breakthrough. And also, anyone can do it. That's just a proof that anybody can do it, right?
And we, so
Yeah.
it's not rocket science.
No, it's not. It's not.
Mm.
It's the drive and the commitment. The
Mm.
commitment to ensure that you're consistent, you're committed, and you're doing the thing. Because
Mm.
the thing with cloud and DevOps is just like you showed earlier, there are jobs everywhere, but then can you do it? Right? Because your ability to do it determines that you get the job, right? And here we ensure that we teach you to know it. And once you know it, you can attend any interview and get the job and start making your money from there. So yes,
Mm.
that's what I have to say.
Okay, so my next question is, I want to believe that you've attended a training program before, and we're not here to talk bad about other training programs, definitely not. But
Yeah.
people watching us tonight might just have this idea that, oh, I've attended training before, I've done an online program before.
Mhm.
I don't like anything online, right? So how do you think Digital solves this
The
problem?
problem.
Um, yeah,
Okay, so
the
the
problem of
first thing
online training.
so the first thing is I think the major number one thing for me was the teaching assistants. Like you could have
Mm.
somebody that, okay, when it's not class time and you're practicing and you run into issues, you can just like chat up this person and the person is up to help you solve your issues. That way, no blocker, you can keep going on with the tasks. And also for the live classes as well, because I know there's this tiredness. Like there was a time I used to buy courses a lot. So I buy courses that when I just get them, it's recording. So you have to be dedicated to say that, oh, I want to watch this recording today, or even somebody like me, if I get recordings, I just want to watch everything at a go. Like I can just stay like 2 hours, 3 hours. I just want to watch everything at a go, and that doesn't help because that's like it gets overwhelming. Like because that's too much knowledge. I'm not acting on the knowledge, and that's for somebody
Mm.
like me. So Edita also helps with that because you're having live classes that are structured, right? So come today, you have the class they're supposed to have. The next class so is tailored to continue from wherever you stopped. And as long as you're doing your assignments, you're progressing. That way you're owning the skill. So it's the simplicity again for me as well, right? Because cloud and DevOps is broken down in the way that anybody can understand, right? Somebody with no knowledge, just come to class, come to live class. If you don't understand, ask your
Mm.
teacher question, you get your questions, do your assignment. If you're doing your assignment and you're stuck, you have your teaching assistant, to put you through. Because that was like a no-brainer. That was like us extra already. And also the career coaching as well. Like it doesn't stop, it's lifetime. Even if I finish my 6 months training, I still get guide on career coaching because career coaching helped me a lot. Because with the LinkedIn I mentioned, like I got seen on LinkedIn, it's because the career coach was like, oh, you have to be on LinkedIn, you have to do this is how to tailor your LinkedIn, this is how to revamp your CV, this is how to get seen. So I was also following all of those things. That's how I got seen, because I was always posting my work, I was building my portfolio. These are the things that career coaching helped me do, right? So that alone also, and to think that it's like lifetime, your course finishes, you still, come and hear, get inspired from other people that have gotten job, people that are also, breaking through. It just pushes you to like, yes, I can also do this. So yes, it's a whole lot, and it's just special. It's unique. I never saw something like that. That's why I was like, oh, this is perfect for me. I just have to, come to this program, and
Mm.
it really did help me, and I'm so glad I did.
Yeah. So I have another question before the last question. There's this confusion people have, cloud and DevOps, cloud and DevOps. So can you just, in very simple terms, explain it to people? Because I see people who reach out and they say, oh, sir, does your program cover DevOps? It's cloud I want to do. I don't want to do DevOps. So can you just break it
Okay.
down to them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I totally
From a
understand that
from a
confusion.
layman's perspective, right?
Yeah, sure. Because
Yeah.
then it could be interwoven like cloud computing, DevOps engineering. They have a whole lot in common. They also have a lot of differences. So, in a very simple term, cloud computing is just your ability to use cloud providers. We have cloud providers like Azure, AWS, Google Cloud, Oracle. We have so many of them, but your ability to use them to create resources,
Mm,
and manage resources. That's what cloud computing is all about. Your ability to be able to create, deploy a site, right? Like
mm,
host it on the cloud provider, like the Netflix pastor was showing us earlier, right? It was hosted on the cloud. That's cloud computing. Your ability to also monitor the app that was
yeah.
hosted to see that, okay, we need more servers, okay, we need more storage. All of those
Mm,
are cloud computing. So when it comes to DevOps engineering, that is focused on deployments. I'll say deployments in terms of you're working with development and operations, you are deploying an application. So majorly when it comes to DevOps, you're working more with the terminal to like actually deploy the application. So that's how it comes to, you are deploying an application and you're deploying it to the cloud, right? Using a
mm,
cloud provider. That's why we have cloud and DevOps. As you're deploying with DevOps, using DevOps tools to
mm,
deploy, you are deploying that on the cloud. So that's why we have that
mm,
like connection in between both of them.
mm,
So DevOps will be majorly on, development, running commands to deploy
mm,
applications, also doing CI/CD alongside to ensure that
yeah.
you can automatically deploy whatever you are building, and also
Mm.
monitoring as well comes in between the both of them as well. So yes, they are very much intertwined, and you can never go wrong with knowing both of them.
Okay, interesting. So, for those who are watching us tonight, because when you came in, then you attended a webinar like this, and you eventually came in. So, what's your advice to them? They are seated in their homes, maybe in their cars.
Yeah.
So, what advice do you have for them tonight?
Okay. My advice is simple, right? Like, first is the mindset, like you mentioned earlier. Like, you have to determine first. You have to think, like you, they're watching me, think that, do I really want to do this? Do you desire the outcome? What are your reasons? Get your mindset right. And once you get it right, and you're determined that, okay, yes, I will learn this, because there's no how you know these skills and you wouldn't make something out of it. You get jobs. You actually get the outcome you desire. Is it working from home? Yes, I work from home. Is it remote working while you're in Nigeria? Is it working in a tech firm? Like, there are a whole lot of opportunities. So first, determine that yes, I can do this thing. I don't have any tech knowledge, no problem. As long as I come here, I have all the steps, all the guides I need, to go from zero to hero. So once you determine that yes, you want to learn, why not? Then come join us and you actually get the breakthrough that you want. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much
All right.
for coming around tonight. I really appreciate.
All
And
right. Thank
I
you for
guess you
having
still
me.
work from home, right?
Yes, I do. I do. I
Wow.
actually have a session starting soon now. I have
Oh,
to run.
interesting,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, thanks for coming around.
All
Though.
right.
Hope you
Yeah.
go out
Thank
once
you.
in a while and you
Ah,
inhale
yes.
the hair and you
Yes,
put
I need
yourself under the
to.
sun. Uh,
Yes.
okay, yeah. Thanks
The
for
last time I was under the sun, I had sunburn. So yeah. Okay. All
okay.
right.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thank you. Yeah,
everyone.
well done, eh?
Yeah.
Have a
Yeah.
wonderful
Bye.
day. And
Yeah.
regards
Thank
to
you.
your kids and
Yeah.
your husband.
They,
Bye.
they would.
So I'm
Yeah.
bringing
Thank you,
on
sir. Bye.
Tina. I've seen your hand. Tina is one of our students and alumni, and she's doing great stuff in the field of cloud engineering. We're bringing her on tonight to share a journey with us. So you're welcome tonight. Thanks for coming around. Um, can we get to see your face as you share your journey with us? Good evening. So we're waiting for
Good evening. Can you
Tina.
hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. I also want to see you. Seems
Okay.
dark.
Is it dark?
Yes, so it's dark. I can't see your face. I can only see a
Okay.
slight image, but I
Let
can't see
me
your face.
do a little
Yeah,
adjustment.
yeah.
Give me a minute, please.
Yeah, it's okay. Good.
I guess not bright.
Okay, we'll manage this.
Is it
We'll
better?
manage this. Yeah, it's better. Yeah, so we'll just manage it. So good evening. How are you doing today?
Very well, thank you. Good evening, sir.
Yeah,
Hi,
thanks for
everyone.
coming around. Yeah,
Hi,
so
Mary.
let's get to
Good
know
to hear
you.
your voice today.
Yeah, let's get to know you, who you are and what you do. Over to you.
Okay, so my name is Celestina Odili.
Mm. Okay.
I shorten it as Tina.
Mm.
And before joining Hegita, I actually had work um in the IT department of company, non-IT company, but they have IT departments.
Mm.
Because I have a computer science background, I wouldn't say I am good in IT, computing. I mean cloud computing in particular. So I was actually looking for a way to go around getting to
Mm.
know cloud computing.
Mm.
So that's basically my background. Yeah.
Mm. Interesting. So my next question is, how did you get to know about consulting? And when you got to know about us, why did you register then? What prompted you to register for the program?
Okay, so like I started saying earlier, I was searching for opportunity to learn cloud. So I
Mm.
was asking around, and then someone shared the link of a digital webinar
Mm.
that I should try and join and hear and see if this could be the right place I am looking for my
Mm.
training. So I joined, and that was last year June, 2024
Okay.
June. Oh, okay,
Okay.
no, the webinar was in May, yes, and then we started in June. So I joined, I listened through, and I was convinced that they're actually doing the real thing, and I
Mm.
need to get started here. So that's how I get to know about Hejita and how I started.
So what was the experience during the training and even after you were done with the 6 months? Like, what was the program like?
Okay, the program was a well-structured one. I had a good experience. I had challenges as well.
Mm.
Probably because Mary was my coach. Probably I'm one of the students she was talking about. I wasn't the best student in class, but
Wow.
I was consistent. I was always
Mm.
joining on time. I'm not sure I've ever missed any class, and I was doing all my assignments. I was posting on LinkedIn as we're encouraged to. So that was all I was doing. So when I have a blocker, there are uh, assistants, teaching assistants that I can reach out to. I do reach out to Mary as well. And
Mm.
even my colleagues that I see that they are, doing better than I am, I reach out to them and I get help. So that way I was able to flow through the training. So the training lasted for 6 months, and
Mm.
I didn't get a job during that period.
Mm.
It was at the end of the training that I got a job. I even got the intern and I resumed in April this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. Okay, so before we come to
Can you
the
still hear
job,
me?
yeah, sure, I can hear. Before we come to the job, right? I also want to ask a question that if you had been given an option with the benefit of hindsight, now, if you had been given an option to learn the training physically rather than learning it online, would you have preferred to learn it physically, or would you still have preferred to learn online just like you did?
If I was given the opportunity then, probably I would have chosen physical because that was
Okay.
actually what I was looking for.
Okay,
I
but
wanted
now that you learned it online, What would you still have chosen
it's awesome. No, at this moment, no. I always go for online.
online?
I
Okay.
always go for online.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the reason why I asked you that question is because many people in their head, they just have this idea that how can I learn it online? Something that is practical. How will you teach me practical online? So do you want to answer
Online,
that
yeah.
question?
Yeah, that was actually what was on my head then. Or like, no,
Yeah,
this kind of thing cannot be learned online. I need to go to a
yeah.
physical. I don't mind paying the transport and go to a physical center and
Mm,
get this thing well learned, and I should be able
mm,
to be confident to say I can do it. But
mm,
on the contrary, I was convinced during the webinar that it's possible to learn it online and you still be good at it. And I'm a living testimony today.
mm. Okay. So now let's talk about your first job. How did it happen? How did it come about? The journey.
Okay, so 3 months into the training, we're encouraged to start applying for roles. Like the
Mm,
little we've learned is enough for us to land a job, which I took seriously, and I started applying. The very first application I did, I actually got invites,
mm,
which has not happened in years. Like even
mm,
while I was working my previous job, I was applying, but I wasn't getting the interview invites.
mm,
So I feel it was, the effect of the training we got and how to revamp our CV, our resume, and all the stuff. That could be probably why I got noticed for
mm,
why my CV was able to get through the ATS and stuff.
yeah. Mm,
And so I got the interview. I couldn't go past through the first stage.
mm,
So next day, someone encouraged to keep pushing. I continued without getting the job until till we ended the training. But I wasn't discouraged. Instead, it was kind of a booster for me because at least now I'm getting noticed. There were so many of them too. For this reason, for that reason, we cannot proceed with you because the candidate we are looking for, you don't have this, you don't have that. At least I'm getting responses. So it was
mm,
encouraging. So I continued to apply. Then the very one that gave me the job, the link was actually shared on digital group on WhatsApp. And immediately I saw it, I clicked and applied. And the it should be that same day that I got a call. I got a
mm.
call that same day for for
Okay. For an interview. Hello. Hello. Network. A
phone
network.
interview, and after the phone interview, I was
Okay.
scheduled for as in some days after that, and that's and all that and everything was until April this year. The interview took place in December last year, but I didn't resume until April this year.
Oh, oh,
So
oh.
that was it.
Congrats on that. So
Thank you
the
so
last,
much.
okay. You want to say something?
No, I'll say thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So the last question before MK comes on is for those who don't have a computer background, who don't have an IT background, and they want to register for this training program, what advice do you have for them?
Okay, I would tell them that if you are interested and you know what you want, it is something you can do. Although for me, my story is different because I have computer
Mm,
background, but there's so many people who were in my cohort too that do not have computer background and they were doing well. Some of the people I was even reaching out to ask questions, they don't have computer background and they were doing better than I was during the training. So it's
mm,
not an issue of if you have a tech background, it's an issue of how serious are you, how hungry are you, how
mm,
are you able to get dedicated to the training and follow instructions? But those things
mm,
matters a lot. There will be times
mm,
where maybe you get overwhelmed. If you are overwhelmed, take a little break and bounce back. Ask questions when you need to, and you get help. But if you don't open up, nobody will help you. If you keep complaining, then you get stuck too much. So instead of complaining, ask for help, and people will render help to you. That's the beauty of the community.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Celestina. Really appreciate your time and the motivation you have given us tonight. Wishing you greater exploits and greater success in these new career paths. I think I have an idea of the organization you are working with, and it's a multinational. You get to work
Thank you very much, sir.
with many organizations. So looking forward to greater success from your end. Bye. You are blessed.
Bye. Yeah, thank you so much. Bye.
So we are bringing on MK. MK has raised her hand. MK is an alumni of Digital, and she's coming here tonight to share experience with the training program and a few words to those who are coming into the program. So MK, you are welcome. It's good to have you here. Thanks for coming around tonight. Yeah, good evening. So let's get to know you. Who are you? What do you do? Yeah.
Good evening. Okay, my name is Kwekanu Dorekom, but I shortened it to MK.
Yeah, so that we can pronounce it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So before now, I was a media consultant with another company and also a travel package curator.
Okay. Okay, that's cool. So how did you get to know about Digital, and why did you make up your mind to register for the program then?
Oh, okay. So I think my friends so I have two friends who are in the tech space. One is in the US and the other one is in the UK. And so one of them was the one who actually did everything for me. So he paid for the class. I think they know you personally or something, or they had also done their own research. And then before they went ahead to make this payment, they had done the research about the most suitable boot camps. Yes, I could be a part of. Yes.
Okay. So a very honest assessment. How was the program like for you?
Oh, it was fantastic.
The duration?
It was fantastic. Yes. So it was well organized, well structured, because I didn't think it would be like that, but when I joined, I mean, it was fantastic. Mary was a great tutor, and then my classmates too were also fantastic, because I mean, we used to put our heads together and then try to sort out issues. I actually picked one out of the lot and was always reaching out every time. Is that guy I'm calling? Like, I'm stuck here, please. I'm stuck here, please. So throughout the whole duration of the boot camp, I had an amazing time. Yes, I had an amazing time.
Okay, so for someone like you who is a media consultant, I believe, so what inspired you to go into tech?
Oh, I've always loved tech, funnily. So a while back, I had tried to branch into cybersecurity. So I met with the wrong person, and that didn't work out well for me. So I just put a hold on that. But I've always loved tech. So when this opportunity came up, I grabbed it with both hands. Yes.
Okay. So after the training, what have you done with the training? Have you been applying? Have you done some projects? Have you applied for some internship? Just share the journey with us after. Or when did you finish your training, and what has been the journey after
So we
then?
finished sometime in August. And then
August this year?
Yes.
Oh,
so before
just
then, I met the CEO of a company, a cloud solutions company, and we got talking. And I'm like, oh, this is what I do, and this is where I am. But like, no, when you're done with your bootcamp, just let me know. You can come do internship in my company. And that's how immediately I was done. I reached out to him on LinkedIn. We spoke for a while, and then the HR reached out to me. So right now I'm doing my internship with snap.com.
Yeah. Wow. Why were they interested in you? Was it because of the way you sounded while you were talking with him, or why did they just give you the...
Yes, I mean, he was when we're talking, he knew that I know what I'm doing. Like, he saw the enthusiasm. He saw that, I mean, I come from somewhere, and he could use, because most of the time when I'm on my stand-up meetings, like, MK, I want you to do this one, do that one for me. So he knew that where I'm coming from. Yeah, I was being
You were
imparted
well
in knowledge.
grounded.
Yes, yes.
Well grounded. And I think, did you do all these project-based certifications, this Microsoft project-based certification? How many of them did you do during the training?
Bits of them, I think I did like 3. I still have some still packed up that I still need to do.
Okay.
Yeah, there's so much to do. Yes, there's so much to do.
Okay, because I know Mary always posts it. I think she even runs a curriculum based on those certifications, right? But it's always good to have them. So how's the internship experience at this company? How is it going?
It's going well. We are always having there's so much to do. There's so much work to do. There's so much work to do. It's going on well.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
The final question I want to ask is, for people who don't have a tech background, because obviously you don't have a tech background and now you are doing internship as a cloud engineer, what advice do you have for them as they are coming into this program? Try to picture who you were maybe more than 6 months ago when you were coming in, and advise them from that perspective, right?
So my advice would be, take everything serious, be passionate about it. So whatever you're being asked to do, please do it. So one of the mistakes, let me just say, one of the things I did not really pay attention to was, men would say, do your assignments, put it on because I have a HashNode account, put it there, put it there. I'll do this one. I was lazy a bit about it. Right now, I'm trying to put out all the projects I've done. So it's like me, things I should have done since I'm not trying to do them now. So I would say, make hay while the sun shines in terms of your assignments, and do the projects on time, and then be passionate about it. Be hungry for knowledge. So when we are done with the test, I'll sit like for 4 hours. I'm trying, I could sit for days trying to sort out. If I have a problem, I'm there. I want to really know, where did this problem come from? I was, and I'm still very hungry to know more. I join communities. I am following this one on Twitter. I am taking bits of knowledge here and there. For someone who doesn't have any tech background, I mean, you can do it. You don't even need to have a tech background, to be honest.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting. Thank you very much, MK, for coming around tonight and for the experience you shared with us, and wishing you greater exploits in this field. They must retain you in that organization.
Oh, yes, they are. Yes, already. No, that one is still there. They are, but I would like to look for. I think I'm still looking. I like to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Well done, eh? Have a lovely night rest.
All right,
bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Yeah. So that was MK sharing her experience with us, and we appreciate her coming around tonight. So we are bringing on Adekunle next. I can't see his hand yet. So while I'm waiting for him to raise his hand, I will just share more insights about the training program. So like I said earlier, the program is a 6 months program. We've already said that it's a 6 months program. 6 months program. It's 100% online. Classes hold Mondays and Thursdays. That's 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Nigerian time. Once in 2 weeks, we have what we call career coaching classes. I think maybe when Adekunle comes on, we can talk more about career coaching classes. We've not really been talking much about it tonight. That would be like Saturdays for career coaching classes. After the 6 months, career coaching classes still continues. It does not end until you get a job. Even after you get a job, we still keep helping you. Like MK shared, she has gotten the job, but she's still catching up on some of our projects that she was not able to do during the course of the training. So I need to be sure. I'm expecting Adekunle to come on right now. So, so that is very, very important. So the training is starting upper Monday, that's 24th of November. 24th of November. That's when the training program is starting. 24th of November, right? So training starts 24th November. 24th November, right? Like I said, all classes are recorded. The replay is made available. There is a teaching assistant that will help you. So you have your technical tutor, you have your teaching assistant, you have your career coach. For the career coach, what does career coaching classes entail? So I will explain this to you. Career coaching classes, this is what it entails. You do your CV revamp, your work mastery, like Mary said, Upwork mastery. You learn interview prep. You do your interview prep. You do your LinkedIn optimization. I also mentioned a lot about communities, tech communities to join. You building portfolio of projects. These are things you learn at the career coaching classes, certifications, project-based certifications, to build your profile. You also learn tech visa sponsorship jobs, remote job websites. So a whole lot of things that you will learn during the course of the program. So that is very, very important. Very important about that, right? So, okay, so I'll be bringing on Adekunle, right? Will be joining us to share his experience. We'll be talking a lot more about career coaching classes and maybe the technical classes. I think the other questions have been answered by people that came up previously. So I've sent the invite to Adekunle to join. So let me send it again to him as I wait for him to join the program. He's not joining. Invite them. Okay, yeah, he's finally here. You're welcome, sir. Good evening, sir. It's good to have you here. So let's please let's see your face and hear your voice as we hear from you about your experience with the training program as we begin to wrap up tonight.
All right.
Good evening, sir.
Everyone. Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for having me on this webinar. It's a pleasure. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So my name is Adekunle Fatunde, and I'm a expert running my own freelancing gigs and roles, jobs. More of my freelancing jobs. So that's what I've been doing I've been into tech since 2007. I studied computer science. Last year.
Okay.
And it's been an awesome experience.
Yeah, so I think your network is a bit slow. So what I would just do is maybe you can turn off your video since we've seen your face, and then we can just hear your voice. Okay. I think it will help the bandwidth. So
all right.
The next question I want to ask is how was the training like, especially the technical classes and the career coaching classes, right?
The classes were awesome and immense. You know, for the coaching classes, Coach Raphael really did a very excellent job. You know, it was almost like it was able to, you know, we had cohorts that came before our time, and we coming into it was seamless because he didn't make us feel as though we are still new into it. He really took his time to brush us through how to write our resume, where to search for jobs, the kind of certifications to focus on, and so on and so forth. It was able to really take us by the hand and, you know, make us go gradually until many of us actually were able to do a few things in the space. So it was very awesome. It was, you know, sometimes he will tell you that, okay, come, and you think it's harsh, but at the same time you will still tell you that, okay, I will still come down and tell you this again. So he was willing to really do so, and you can feel the passion in him to ensure that we succeed as students and as also prospective cloud computer engineers, cloud engineers.
Well, interesting. Okay, so this is like maybe the second to the last question. So after the training, when did you finish the training? Hello? Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
that was last year, last December. No,
Okay.
yes, no, that was February, no, March.
February, March this year.
Sorry,
Okay.
March this year.
So what are the
We
things you
started
have
in
done?
October. Yeah, we started in
Okay.
October, and
So what are the things you have done since you ended the training in terms of maybe internship, jobs, freelance, consulting? So let's
yes,
just hear from your post-training development and progress.
yes. In terms of freelance, I have a friend of mine who has been in the cloud computing space for quite some time. I was able to. I've been working with him. He's actually working actively with a company in Canada, and he has really been putting me through quite a few things, a few steps, and some, because I had an interview after the cohort, but I did not really do well in that interview, I must say. So I
Okay.
had to go back to him and say, okay, and was able to really, and I still went back to some of the videos that we did, and I was able to still get some other pointers. I also do a lot digital security. There was a time I was supposed to get an active interview, but fortunately, I got a contract that ran into loads of billions. I had to pend it for some time. However, it's something I'm still going back into fully, but I've not left it because I still do a lot of. My friend still pushes some certain projects to me where we push some certain. We work with GitLab and so many other things, and it's been wonderful. I've been referencing the videos, and I've been able to ensure that I'm putting my foot is getting stronger in the cloud computing space.
So my understanding is that you have a friend who already works with Canadian companies, and because you now have the skill, is passing some of the jobs to you while you are trying to get your own.
I'm not here. Yes, experiences from.
Exactly. So that's wonderful. That's good to know.
I have a friend. I have a friend who is in the cloud. Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. So thanks a lot for coming around tonight, and it's good to know that you are making good progress in this field. Your eyes are set on the remote job part of things, and it's quite impressive. So well done, and wishing you greater success. We look forward to hearing greater things from your end in the coming days and weeks. For now, thanks once again for coming around.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for having me.
Bye. You're welcome. So that was Bingal sharing his journey with us tonight as to his progress in the cloud space. So we are bringing on Mr. Arize, right? We've heard about him from Mary as one of the very popular student. So Mr. Arize will be joining us tonight, and he will be sharing his experience and his journey and his progress in the cloud space. So you are welcome, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Your voice is quite calm, but the way Mary described you, like you are very energetic and charismatic. I guess you are tired tonight.
Yeah, not, re
Not
not really.
really. Okay, yeah,
It's been
yeah,
a
you're
hectic
putting. Good
evening.
evening. Yeah, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing fine, sir.
Yeah, so let's get to know you, who you are and what you do, sir.
Okay. My name is Arize Anubi. I'm a multi-cloud engineer
Okay.
and currently working with Cloud Aware,
Oh,
a US-based company.
oh,
I work as a cloud enablement engineer.
mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so when did you finish your training with Digital?
Uh, that was it October last year?
October. Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Yes.
So why did you register for the training? What convinced you?
Yeah, actually, I had a good friend of mine
Wow.
that's trained with Hegita.
Oh.
He recommended Hegita to me. Yeah, though I have a computer background, I studied information system and cybersecurity. So, but
Mm.
after graduating, no job. Even though I was in Europe here, so there was lots of missing dots that needed to be connected. So I spoke with him. I think, yeah, I was still in UK then. I spoke with him and Mr. Ben.
I
He,
know Mr. Ben. He
yes,
trained with us.
yeah. So
I know Mr. Ben.
he said no, that she just joined her guitar since I'm interested in the cloud. I want to just move into cloud full. Yeah, so I gave it a trial, and the experience was nice.
Interesting.
The experience
Interesting.
was nice. Yeah.
So because of our time, right? So can you just walk us through how you got your job and how the training and the support helped in the journey? Like a real life, how, when you finish the training, how the process started. Some of the interviews you might have failed, some of the applications you might have done, so that we are just real. People can see the reality. Yeah. Mm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Mine was quite. I got a job while I think 2 months into the training. I got a job. Uh,
Wow.
the yeah, one of the things Hagita did for me was they gave me the right direction to follow. In
Mm.
the sense, uh, I believe I had the best cloud teacher anyway, in the person of Mary. In fact, that training was something else for me. Though it wasn't my first cloud training. I know why I used the language, the best cloud trainer.
Mm.
I've been in other cloud cohorts, but
Mm.
uh, it wasn't enough for me. Even though
Mm.
I did participate in them fully. So,
Mm.
but those dots that we are missing, within the space of 1 month, two, Mary just brought them together for me, and I landed a job. Also, kudos to our career coaching session in her guitar.
Mm.
It did the magic for me. While I was learning, I attended the career coaching session, and uh, I remember Coach Raphael telling us that we should create our digital footprint. So
Mm.
after he gave us that explanation, the next session, Mary gave us in fact, showed us her profile on Medium, hash nodes, the things she was doing, and wow, you know, I just said, okay, I think this is what I've been missing, and
Mm.
I just picked it up from there,
Mm.
started. You know, after I think I wrote about, I was not up to 10 blocks I wrote. Like for me, I didn't apply for the job. A recruiter reached out to me and said, I saw I've been following what you've been writing on cloud. I have a job. She sent me the job description that I should go through. If it's something I can do, yes, let's connect and have a chat. I said, okay. She sent it. I went through it. Yes, these are things I'm already familiar with. So straight up, I scheduled the interview with her, did the interview, everything went well. So I think after that, 3 days after the interview, I got the job offer. And since then, is a year plus now. Is a year plus now I've been with the company. So from my own end, I'll say thank you to Hagital, and also a special thanks to Mary for really, really grooming us. A lot of, I think, couple of us got job also. I've been
Can you share some
following.
of them that you know?
Yeah, Celestine.
Yeah, she was on.
Yes, I don't know if she
came tonight. Yeah, Celestina.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
yeah. So she was my buddy then in the class. So we're always communicating. But for me, in general, Hagita is actually doing great job when it comes to the cloud training. In fact, I will recommend it to anyone. After my training, I've also recommended a couple of people to Hagita.
Yeah.
Even after my training, I have to introduce my wife to join Hagita.
She joined. Wow, interesting.
Yes. So
she's currently in training now.
She's done already.
Oh.
Yeah, she's done already, and I'm believing, though she's not that lucky as me. Maybe due to location issue. Yeah, but you know, that vibe I got from Hagita, I also told her, you know, see how I got my own. If you check her page, every week in, week out, she's writing blog.
Right.
So that's one super thing Hagita did for me, and I'm forever grateful to that. It's super thing they did for me. Because aside from that, nobody would have known me. You know, I have the skill, but the people that need the skill, they are not seeing me. I'm not able to communicate with them. So Hagita just came, you know, summarized everything for me. Just in less than 2 months, I got a job.
Well, we thank God for that. Congrats on that, and wishing you greater success, and also your wife too. It's just a matter of time. If she's consistent, she will always get something. So it's good to hear your story. And I wish you greater success, more exploits, and thanks for coming around. I know you people over there are very busy people, and your work is per hour, you know. So I really appreciate you. Thank you very much.
All right, sir. Thank
bye.
you, sir.
Regards to the family. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. So that was Arize there sharing his experience. So I'll be bringing on Temitokwe, but before then, I can see a lot of you have been asking about the program, how much is it, and all the rest. So I'll just share the registration details with you here. The program is actually promo price. It's discounted, but this is the last time we will make it this cheap. So if you are doing one-time payment, should I shock you people? Cloud has been, we have kept it at this price of 300,000 naira for the past three years now. Even when inflation came in, naira was devalued and all those stuff, we still kept it at these amounts just to ensure that people can take advantage of that. But this is the last time we'll give this program at such a cheap price. This will be the last time, right? I think it was as at 2022, this is 2025, almost 3 years now. So, but this is the last time it will be this cheap. So if you are to register for this program after today, I mean, after this batch, it's not going to be this amount. It's going to be considerably higher, maybe 500,000, as in least 500,000 going forward, because our costs are rising, cost of software, cost of tools, cost of Zoom, cost of everything is actually going up. So we can't sustain this price anymore, right? So it's a 200,000 naira one-time payment. And if you are doing two-time payments, it is 200,000 naira now, then 175,000 naira by December ending. So it's up to you. For you to register, you can pay into these account details. Once again, this is the last time. We have kept this price for up to 3 years now, but it is no longer sustainable for us as an organization. We cannot continue at this price anymore, right? So after this batch, so you people are the lucky batch. After this batch, we give up on this price. So we have to scale it higher so that we don't have to scrap the program, because if we are running a program and our costs are increasing, we might just have to scrap cloud, but we don't want to do that. We want to keep impacting lives. So for you to register, just chat up this line, 234-8077587734, or you can chat up this other line. I have a line here. So you can chat up this line. There's another line. Sorry, let me take this. Okay. Okay, I got it. Or you can chat up this other line, +234 907 993 7803. So any of these numbers, and you register successfully for the training program. So that being said, don't forget registration deadline is 24th of November, Upper Monday. Training starts that same day, Upper Monday. Classes those Mondays and Thursdays. It's a 6 months program. Career coaching continues. Teaching assistant is available. Classes are recorded. Replays made available. Right. You want to register these account details to pay into, and we take it off from there. So at this point, I will be bringing on Temitope to share our experience. Temitope, thanks for waiting. Share our experience with Agita Consulting. Experience with Agita Consulting, right? Somebody's asking for requirements, basic computer literacy, a laptop or a desktop computer, and you are good to go. A laptop or a desktop computer, and you are good to go. The replay will be shared on the group, right? The replay will be shared on the group. So Temitope is the last person standing on this show tonight, and we'll hear from our journey and our experience. We hear from our journey and from our experience. So over to you. Certifications, guidance, and everything is provided for those who are asking that. So, let's get to know you, who you are, what you do, and your experience with the program. So,
good evening.
Good evening.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay. Good evening. I am Temitope Olayinka, and I am cloud engineer. I finished my cohort I was in MK's cohort the August. We finished around August, yeah.
Okay. So what was your experience with the program, and what has been your progress after the program?
Yeah, the experience was fine. I learned a lot. The important thing for me was the community, the motivation to be better, because I come from a tech background. I am an engineer, like I have a first and second degree in engineering, so I'm not new to tech. but I needed a structure. I needed a I needed a focus. So the program gave me that, and the community and the coaching and all of that.
Okay, that's good. So, do you want to share progress with us after the training?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So I've done a lot of self projects. The projects that we were asked to do, the assignments that were given during the program. I did my blogs and all of that. I've been able to get many certifications, and I'm even preparing one right now. I've been able to get Microsoft AZ900. That's the fundamentals. I did Kubernetes and cloud.
Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. So, Mzagwe, thank you very much for coming around tonight. I appreciate your time. We're just rounding off. So, thank you. Good night. Bye for now. Yeah. So that was Temi Talk on tonight. So let me be sure that I've answered all our questions. How to register for the bootcamp? I've already shared that. For those who don't know that, let me share that again. This is how to register for the bootcamp. It's been shared. You put into this account number, you chat up any of these numbers, WhatsApp, you send a chat, and that'll be fine. Training starts 24th of November. Registration closes same day. Registration closes same day. So that's that for that. What other questions do we have? How do you progress certification and assistance? Don't worry about that. All the certifications you need will be provided. The guidance you need will be provided, right? What are the requirements? Basic computer literacy, you've heard it all. You need a laptop or a desktop, and the readiness to learn. That's all. And your tuition fee. We are good to go. Young children, sure, teenagers can join the training. Catch them young, watch them grow, right? Laptop, 8 gig laptop or higher is perfect, right? The webinar replay will be shared on the group tonight. Yeah, I think I've answered all the questions that you have. So see you all at the training program. Don't forget that too much analysis leads to paralysis. Curriculum will be shared on the group too. For those who are asking for the curriculum will be shared on the group. Too much analysis leads to paralysis. So don't procrastinate. Take that step and take that step now. Bye for now. See you all in the program. Bye for now. Bye. So if you have further questions, you can always chat up any of these WhatsApp lines and chat up any of these lines, and all your questions will be answered. Bye for now. Thank you for your time. Bye.